All right. Excuse the hat and the wrinkly shirt. It's a day at home today, a rainy day, but the sun's coming out, so that's always good news. Um, Welcome back to another video. As you can see, I'm in my new place. I guess that's the biggest change than the last one. I only have one shelf behind me. I got the other one across from me. And yeah, it's been quite the couple months of moving. I've been settled for a little bit now, and I wanted to share some records. So I got a lot of new arrivals. This has probably been the best 2 months of records I've had in a long time. I find music comes in waves, whether I'm discovering it digitally or whether I'm finding records. Music comes in waves. So I got a fat stack to show you. System update: my Mirage speakers I do not have at the moment. They are back in my parents' house. I'm in an apartment, so it's too loud, too bass heavy. So I'm gonna try and get a little pair of these. I like these little Klipsch KG1, I think they're called. I really want a pair of those. For now, I'm rocking headphones out of my Akai amp. It's a bit annoying, I won't get into it, but I'll start showing you the records I got going on. Shout out the debut Taylor Swift record. My girlfriend and I live together now, so her records are actually right here. So this is her little collection. I recently got her the Zach Bryan 24 live record. It was a little tough to get, but I'll talk about it a little later. That's Tigger, by the way. But anyway, we're starting off. I don't know the order these are in. I like jumbling them up so I can kind of surprise myself. The first one we got, I do know, is Frog. So this is my favorite album of the year so far. This is 1,000 variations on the same song. I find at the very beginning of the year, the past couple of years, there's been a repeating cycle where I get really into NTS and I get like a handful of albums and they define a lot of my year. So this is one of them. I found out about it through the Rate Your Music charts. This was on very early, and I checked it out, and I've always liked it. I've always found that the first four songs were always just stand out amazing. I didn't really know what it was about this that I liked so much, but sometime in the past 2 months, this really started to shine for me. Their KEXP video also really put things in perspective, because I was reading up more on the album, and the songs are in weird time signatures, and aside from the intro, which is Stittswell theme, the first four variations were all recorded in one go. They all in the same key, and I believe his name is Dan. Yes, Daniel Bayman. He said that they're kind of all like funhouse mirrors, the songs, and I thought that was really cool. It makes me think of On Fire by Galaxy 500. Every song kind of sounds the same, but they're a little different. But I really recommend the KEXP video. It shined a light primarily on Dan's passion. He came off as an excited little boy. I say that with the most love. When the interviewer brought up Brand Nubian, and he was like, "Yeah, Brand Nubian." He just bled music, and I could also really tell that he was very passionate and in a or wanting to be in a very special headspace, which was kind of the ethos of this, which is he wants to be in a wave of music that only he can play and that's very special. And he said if you get to a spot where you just create, go, that's when the special things started happening. So I think I kind of took it as with this, you just kind of let himself go and let himself write 1,000 variations on the same song. Phenomenal album. Top of the Pops is probably my favorite song of the year. Doom Scrolling's as good. Where Do I Sign? Mixtape Liner Notes is amazing. Where You From? Where You From is the only track I don't love. The Christmas song is great. Did Santa Come? But yeah, and then I ordered this a week ago, 2 weeks ago. And I know Frog's a small band, so I messaged them and I was like, "Hey, I messaged them. I was really stoned one night, and this was quite expensive to get to Canada. So I kind of rationalized the cost with, well, if I can get it signed, I would pay that for a signed copy. So I ordered it, and then I emailed the little merch group. And I know they're a small band, so I thought there was a pretty big chance that they were the ones shipping it out. And I was like, hey, like, could you sign it? You know? And I didn't get a response, but when I opened it up, it was signed. And it was very funny because with my girlfriend, I was like, oh, my signed copy of Frogs coming. Like, I was really trying to manifest it, but this is so cool. This is my first venture with the band, and I think it's spectacular and amazing. And again, check out their KEXP video. They do a performance of a new song called Saxophone. It's awesome. It's the way Dan plays the keyboard is so weird, and he goes out of tune a lot. He hits these weird notes, but I think they're probably in their late 30s, I want to say, but I really think they're just getting started. Age has no limit. Music has no age limit. So phenomenal album of the year for me, for sure, so far. Next up, we got Pinball by Mike and Tony Seltzer. So this just came out. This is the clear version. I'll show you the disc first. This is the clear version. I first saw that this was coming out when they were on Mike was on his tour, and for the Boston and New York dates, they showed that they had these at the merch booth, and the clear was first marketed as a Boston and New York exclusive, probably because they were the last two dates, and that's probably when these landed. But this one's interesting for me because, at first, so the first Pinball came out last year. Yeah, first Pinball came out last year, and I wasn't crazy about it. It just, I was just kind of mid on it. I was just kind of like, it's whatever. I didn't really bump it. The second one came out, and I loved it. I think the second one is awesome, and with that, I've been bumping the first one a lot too. I'll open this up for you. I've been bumping the first one quite a bit too. There's the full picture. It's a pretty dope cover, honestly. But yeah, I started a new job. I do street sweeping, so I'm outside working all day, bumping music, and at the end of the day, I'll always bump Pinball. I think I listened to the first one a little bit more than the second one. I like it because it's a bit more condensed. Reminiscent is such a fucking good song. Jay Critch, was that the MC? Jay Critch's verse is so good, so distinct, so like it bleeds classic energy. The like that part of the song is so like, I feel like that type of I don't know the word. It's like being a classic. Like, it defines itself when it comes out, That's like iconic, and I really think that the Pinball series, I think, is going to go down as a really big moment in Mike's career, like, he's so young, and I think his career is still, being fleshed out and writing. Like, he's still in his prime, but I mean, this was when he started rapping over like trap beats, and it's a completely different sound for him, and he raps different. He's got this weird rap, like this weird trap flow where he like it's just like no, like, it's very like basic, and he follows the rhymes like on the ball, and he has a scheme and he follows it. What he does with those schemes, he makes interesting. But I just think, coming from his background and the people he influenced, especially like Earl, I hate to throw Earl in the Mike comparison because it's like the comparison, but I especially feel like, Earl's done the trap thing as well too, and Earl really likes to do like the ABAB like rap scheme, and I guess I would expect Mike to kind of follow suit with that, to kind of have a weird trap flow and kind of be like, where's the rhyme? But he just, like, it's a very easy read for him as an artist, and I think it's kind of like sneaky at first because you listen to this and you're like, kind of standard, not really exciting. But I think It's a great album. Super cool to have it on wax. It's a great summertime album. I would highly recommend it. But yeah, Pinball Mike, definitely another one of my favorite ones of this year. The beat on Dolomite's crazy. Lunchbox's feature is so good. I think it's really only going to get better with time, and I think it's very early to make a call on what this is going to mean. But that's just my opinion. Next up, we got Manning Fireworks by MJ Lenderman. So, I think I did it in my last video. I'm not going to dwell, but I've known about MJ for a long time. He's a super skilled writer and musician, and his debut was kind of my favorite by him for a long time. It was my first one. I really liked his like slow core stuff. But Manning Fireworks is I think it might be a classic. I think it has the potential for a classic status because when it came out, it was very critically acclaimed and publicly acclaimed. I didn't get it, like I was like, it was cool, but I started bumping it the fall that it came out. It's a great fall album. It's folky. But I got tickets to see MJ Lenderman this past May, and I was bumping this a little more, because I'm like, I want to be so into it. When I go to see him, I want to know the songs, and the album's really grown on me, and I think it's really approaching classic status. Like, I think Manning Fireworks is a killer opener. Joker Lips, Rudolph, Rich Watch, She's Leaving You, Rip Torn, You Don't Know the Shape I'm In, On My Knees, Bark at the Moon. Like, it's just like a flawless play all the way through. Such defining, simple songwriting. And I think it's interesting for him because we saw him live. He was really good, MJ Lenderman in the Wind. But one thing that really stuck out to me was how he did these kind of like shoegazy noise bits. It's like at the end of Bark at the Moon. They did that a good couple times where you're just kind of engulfed with sound. And to me, when I was watching him, I mean, this is just a musician who's touring like crazy, but that's what he seemed to be the most into. And I look at the debut and I'm like, okay, that's kind of more in that bag. And then you go to this, which is just such a simple, fleshed out album. And I think this shows his songwriting is so good. And I think, I hope he explores that atmospheric-y, ambient noise thing again. Because, I mean, as far as a classic album, I think he's done that. I think this is going to go down as one of the defining works of this generation. But it'd be cool to see what he does. And it's really cool to see him get such acclaim. Wednesday's doing really cool stuff as well. Like they're doing it. They're going for it. I'll also say I bought this record on tour because I was trying to get it signed. This wouldn't have really been a record I would be like rushing to buy, but it sounds great. This is such a good pressing, especially the guitar on Rip Torn. No, You Don't Know the Shape I'm In. Great sound. So I highly recommend picking it up. Next up, okay, this is the big one. Oh, yeah. Okay. Next up is Carrie and Lowell by Sufjan Stevens. So, this is a big one. God, where do I begin? Okay, so Carrie and Lowell got introduced in my life in Christmas 2015. I freshly had a record player. I was freshly getting like deeply involved into music. And my uncle got me 4 albums for Christmas. He got me Tame Impala, Currents, Nathaniel Radcliffe and the Night Sweats, and Carrie and Lowell. Maybe it was just 3. There might be one more. I'll edit it in if I forget it. Anyway. War on Drugs. Under the Pressure. I'm gonna have to plug my computer in, but Carrie and Lowell was one of those albums, and it quickly became a really important album to me. It was my introduction to Sufjan. When I first heard the album, I was young, like I was 15, I was a fresh 15. My birthday's in September. I was getting involved in my first relationship, a little high school love thing. And I was just engulfed with the beauty of this album. I had no idea of the subject matter. I had no idea of anything this had to do with regarding his mother, his life, all that. I had my first breakup, and then this kind of hit. Then I kind of understood this was a sad album. And then somewhere along the lines to present day, I learned what this album's actually about. But this album's remained a huge singer-songwriter influence for me. It's heartbreaking, it's gut-wrenching, it's beautiful. But I saw this was coming out. I have my original press behind me. I never play it. Doesn't sound the best. It's very known that this album never really got a true good pressing. But I saw this was coming out, and honestly, it was the cover art that made me want to get this. Like, seeing the full photo, I was like, this is how it's meant to be. This is how the album's meant to be. And I saw that he wrote a little letter about his mother, and it came with photos, and I was like, this sounds cool. I'm gonna pick it up. And I was really excited. I went to the record store, and I order online, and then you get in this brown bag, and I go, and they hand me the brown bag, and I hold it, and I go, oh my god, that's heavy. And the girls in there were like, yeah, like it's a box set. And I was like, what? Like, I had no idea this was a box. It's in this it's just a little thin box. And this was actually on this is the same thing as the Balloonerism Mac Miller album. The concept photos they showed when you buy the record is the same. So it shows like this, and then it shows this guy, which is, there's Carrie and Lowell, and then it would show this like behind it, and the idea that that's a box. So both with this and the Balloonerism, it did not specify that it came in a box. It just kind of happened. But they really put so much care into this thing, and I think it's really special if you love this album to kind of engulf yourself in it, because, you know, I can't speak on, you know, read the article. It's his album. It's a very personal album, but to me, a lot of these songs and a lot of what he tries to express with his memories of his mother is, he was very young, and a lot of these memories are fabrications and things he kind of has to make up or piece together. I feel like this just kind of encapsulates that in a really touching way. So it's just beautifully designed. You get all these wonderful photos. I got the indie purple pressing, and then you get a little essay, a little letter about what this album means, what he was going through when he made it. He talks about how it was a bit of an embarrassing experience to go through this, to kind of put his thoughts out there in this raw form. But at the same time, he chose to put this out and do this edition, and to me, it kind of felt like he was kind of reclaiming this in a way. You get this huge booklet. It's absolutely beautifully designed. Just great collage work by Sufjan. See if I can find a good page for you. This is a good page. Just really beautiful. It's a look into a family. You know, I don't know who these people are, but you can feel the images, and some of the images are new, old, post. It's crazy. It's a really special album, and again, to me, this feels like this was kind of Sufjan reclaiming for himself. And yeah, it comes in this glossy box. It's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And I don't know if I'll be able to pick it up on camera, but I don't know if I can do it. But on the box, I don't think I'll be able to show it. You can't see it, but right along the top, they wrote my name and the price, like on the little paper bag it comes in, and it etched it. It went into the box. So this is my copy, and you're gonna know this is Curtis S's copy. I paid $55 for this, and just a cool little memory to have. But a classic album. Check it out. Pick up this edition. It's highly worth it. And yeah, I'm gonna plug my computer in, so I'll be right back. All right, we back. We got a couple more. First up, we got Sleep Dial RV lights. So, um, I've been a little, I don't want to say obsessed, but I've been really into West Mineral lately, which is a label by Lloydus. This was a release they came out with like last month. It's available on Boomcat. It's now sold out, but there's still some copies on Discogs and I think on HHV. But I was really taken aback by, what's the title? Try it. Light Play. That was just beautiful. The way it kind of falls apart isn't my favorite, but I think it's just kind of the way the album goes. It's a really detailed album. It's a really great night listen. I've been obsessed with, there you go, I've been obsessed with this. I've been getting quite stoned, and I've been jamming some really atmospheric electronic music at night. I got these headphones. They're called the Moondrop Chew 2. IEMs are phenomenal. Love listening to electronic music in them, and this has been a big one. Same with Shine Tech. They have another West Mineral release called Infiltrating Roku City, which is also phenomenal. But I've been really into this, and I'd love to get some more West Mineral releases and start to kind of up my electronic music collection a little bit, because I barely got any, to be honest. But this sounds great. It's a super fun listen, and it kind of takes you places. But highly recommended. Came out this year as well too. Next up, this is a big one. This is probably the biggest edition of my collection. This is The Meters, self-titled. This is a Canadian original. It's in phenomenal condition. This is a classic album. Classic early funk. This is an album I never, ever thought I would own, just because of the ludicrous prices they go for. Especially for the condition this one's in. There you go. So sexy. Sounds great too. But this was posted by my local record store, and I kind of had a double take. I paid $110 Canadian for this, and I had to kind of do a quick double check, because I'm like, is that right? I feel like it was a snag. I feel like my local record store throws a bone to people every once in a while. It's kind of a, I don't know for what reason, but I'll gladly be the receiver. So, The Meters. I think I got 2 left. I got like 3. All right. Venturing Ghost Holding. This was my favorite album of the year. Speaking of McGee, when 2 Star and the Dream Police was out and I was loving it, I was always thinking about, like, what the hell is he gonna do as a follow-up, And of course, this is not McGee. This is Jane Remover. I'm not a big Jane Remover fan, but this album's crazy. So I also found this album through the Rate Your Music charts early on when it came out, and it was quite high. But this is like McGee meets Creed. It's crazy. It's so good. A track like fucking Something Has to Change. Like, I made a joke about it on my Instagram story when I first heard it, but I was like, this is what my uncle must have felt like in 1999 or whatever year Human Clay came out. Like, that, like the tone of the voice is crazy, and the guitar and the chord and the vibe. I'm like, this is a Creed song. This is an atmospheric, heartbroken Creed song. The whole album's great. Just phenomenal songwriting, and it's really nice to get lost in. It just gives and gives and gives. I've been waiting for this to come out for a long time. It was up for pre-order for quite a while, I think, upon release. Really happy to pick up a copy. It sounds pretty good. And I don't know if I'll be able to get it back in the sleeve here. It's on this really cool pink and black splatter, which I think just goes so well with the album. It's pretty dope. But yeah, definitely a big one for me. I love this kind of shit. Atmospheric, lully, nostalgic, melodies. It's great. It's great. It's great. It's great. Next up, Joy Division, Unknown Pleasures. Another big one. I do like Joy Division a lot. I feel like there's still a band that I'm waiting to kind of like fully just be obsessed with. I have Closer as well, but this came along, and this was a 1987 Canadian pressing. It's the first and only Canadian pressing of this album. This was pressed at SND in Quebec, and it sounds phenomenal. They did a lot of the like polygram releases in Canada, but I always wanted to get like a good copy of this album, and this has the textured sleeve. This was in shrink, took it out. It was in shrink, it was quite dusty, and it had like blue price stickers on it. Just took it out. I wanted to get a full vibe of the cover. But yeah, this sounds great. It's very true to what I believe the album should sound like. It's on a first press, don't care. But there's not much to say about Joy Division that hasn't already been said. I mean, they're so special. They birthed New Order after this. It has a vibe and a sound that is so unique and so defining, and no one else has really done it quite like them. I want to try and build up my factory records collection quite a bit. Right now I only have these, New Order, and Drury Column. The self-titled, well, LC, it's not self-titled, LC Drury Column, but Joy Division, big new arrival for me. I got one left. What is it? Freddie Hubbard, Red Clay. Talk about another heavy one. I've been on the hunt for this forever. CTI is a label I love to collect. It's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful copy. Got your nice heavy laminate. Got your inside. It's the black and white one. But the plain on this is just crazy. It's classic. Don't gotta tell you anything about it. But I will read you the lineup. Freddie Hubbard, Joe Henderson, Herbie Hancock, Ron Carter, and Lenny White. It's amazing. I would love to get a copy of the Red Clay played by I don't know the guy's name, but it was sampled on Midnight Marauders by Tribe Called Quest. But super happy to own Red Clay. It's a classic. It's a jazz album I've wanted for a long time, and it's nice to have such a good copy. But I know the last half of the video wasn't like super as good as the first one. I think I tried to talk about World of Echo by Arthur Russell, and We Got It From Here, Thank You For Your Service by Tribe Called Quest, but it didn't really pan out. Kind of took me off track a little bit, but nonetheless, I think I'm still going to post it. But yeah, I'm very happy to be in this new place. To be kind of going in this new era of record collecting. Got a nice condensed collection, so hopefully I can show you some stuff soon. But thanks for watching. If you made it this far, let me know if you want to see anything if you made it this far. Shout out to you, Dom, if you made it this far. I know you watched the videos. And yeah, peace.